Why did every patient in Ward 9 beg not to fall asleep? After midnight, the rain wouldn't stop that night. Chuka lay bleeding on the cold ground. His motorcycle had skidded off the road and smashed into a tree. He couldn't feel his leg, and the world spun like a broken record. The last thing he remembered was a man in a white coat bending over him and saying, "You'll be okay. We're taking you to the hospital." He blacked out. Chuka woke up to dim lights and the smell of disinfectant. His leg was in a cast. His ribs burned. He blinked slowly. There were 4 beds in the ward. 2 were empty. One had a frail old man who kept staring at the ceiling, mumbling something under his breath. The other had a young boy, asleep and sweating heavily. Chuka tried to sit up. A nurse appeared beside him. She was young, with tired eyes and a stiff smile. "You're lucky," she said. "You could have died out there." "What ward is this?" he asked. "Ward 9, she replied. "Ward 9, Chuka repeated. "That's the one people say is haunted, right?" The nurse froze. Then she smiled again, but it didn't reach her eyes. "There's no such thing as ghosts. Get some rest." And with that, she walked away, leaving him with the whispering old man and the feverish child. That night, the hallway light flickered. Once, twice, then went out. Chuka opened his eyes to darkness. Only the soft beeping of machines and the drip of water somewhere in the room filled the silence. Then he saw her, a nurse, dressed in old-fashioned white. Her shoes made no sound. Her hair was tucked neatly under her cap, and she moved slowly, almost floating. She didn't look at Chuka. She walked straight past his bed. To the old man, Chuka wanted to call out, but his throat was dry. The old man opened his eyes wide. "Please? No, not me. Not tonight." The nurse leaned down, whispered something in his ear. The old man screamed once, choked, then went still. A long, dead silence filled the room. The nurse turned around and walked out. Her feet made no sound. Morning came. A different nurse came in, cheerful and humming. Chuka sat up, panicked. "The man in that bed, he died last night." A nurse came and the nurse looked confused. "What man? That bed has been empty for 2 weeks." Chuka looked over. The bed was perfectly made. Clean sheets. No sign anyone had been there. He started to feel cold all over. "I saw him. He died. Right there." The nurse laughed nervously. "You're probably still on pain meds. Try to sleep." But Chuka didn't sleep that night. Second night, the light flickered again. This time, Chuka stayed awake on purpose. 12:07 a.m. The hallway turned pitch black. Chuka's skin crawled. He started hearing footsteps, but not loud ones. She was back. The same nurse, the same blank face, the same ancient uniform. She passed Chuka's bed, stopped at the child's bed. The little boy's eyes fluttered open. He began to cry. "No, please. Mama, Mama." The nurse leaned over him and whispered again. This time, Chuka screamed, "Hey, stop. Get away from him." The room lit up. The nurse was gone. The boy was dead. Eyes wide open, mouth still moving, but no sound came out. Just stillness. In the morning, Chuka was moved to a different room. "Ward 9 is closed," the new nurse said. "It's been closed since the fire." "Fire?" Chuka asked. She hesitated. 10 years ago, a nurse died in a fire. She was strange. Patients said she used to talk to people who weren't there. They found her body near bed 3. Chuka froze. That was where the boy had died. Since then, the nurse continued, people started seeing things, hearing whispers. Patients began dying for no reason. So, they shut it down. Chuka's mouth went dry. "Then why was I put there?" She looked around nervously. "You weren't put there." Chuka wanted answers, and he wanted her gone. The next day, he went about asking questions in the hospital. He was directed to the hospital's basement library by the oldest nurse in the hospital. Inside an old logbook, he found the story. Nurse Amara was once kind, until her son died from a hospital error. She lost her mind. One night, she poisoned the patients in Ward 9, locked the doors, and set herself on fire. Her body was found burned, but her mouth was still moving. Whispering, Chuka read the final page. She was buried behind Ward 9, not in consecrated ground. She doesn't rest. Chuka went back to the old nurse, the one who directed him to the basement library. Do you have the courage to end her? The nurse asked. Yes, he whispered. She handed him a small box containing ashes, salt, a piece of her uniform, and a candle. You must place this on her grave and burn it at exactly 12:07 a.m. That's when her spirit is strongest. If you miss the time, she'll come for you. That night, Chuka limped out of the ward, past the garden, to the back of the old building. He placed the box down, lit the candle. 12:06 a.m. The wind stopped. The air turned to ice. Then, a voice behind him. Chuka! He turned. Nurse Amara stood at the edge of the trees. You read about me, she hissed. You know the truth. Yes, Chuka said. And now you'll rest. He poured the salt on the grave, threw the ashes in. She rushed at him, arms out, fingers clawed. 12:07 a.m. Chuka dropped the flame into the box. Fire shot up from the earth. She screamed so loud. And oh, she wailed. You can't send me away. She burned and crumbled into dust. The wind carried her away, gone. Morning came. Chuka returned to the ward. The nurses stared. You look peaceful, one said. She's gone, he replied. No one needed to ask who. Till this day, Ward 9 remains empty.